My mother paid for a family portrait large enough to hang over a fireplace.
Then she made sure my daughter and I would appear nowhere in it.
There were 96 guests inside the orchard house that evening.
Carol stood beneath the lights, tapping a spoon against her champagne glass.
Beside the fireplace, the photographer arranged chairs for the immediate family.
You can wait in the kitchen, honey. This part is just for family. I had cooked every course and carried the legal responsibility for the room.
Yet the picture had been designed without me.
What happened next silenced every person inside that barn.
But the real story began 3 weeks earlier, inside my catering kitchen.
My name is Dana Thornton. I was 34, widowed, and raising Lily alone.
Lily was 5 and moved through life at full volume. She sang invented lyrics, ran everywhere, and questioned strangers about their dogs. My family called her unruly. I called her awake.
I owned Thornton Table, a company I had built 9 years earlier.
A dented recipe tin from Grandma Ruth still watched over my preparation station.
Grandma Ruth taught me to cook when I needed a chair to reach.
Food should make people feel that they mattered.
After Tom died in a crash, that lesson helped keep Lily and me moving.
I worked weddings, funerals, church lunches, and anniversaries to keep us afloat.
I invoiced everyone except my own family.
Dana, sweetheart, I need you Saturday. We're having an important family meeting. Sure thing, Carol, I'll be there.
Saturday, my parents' dining room looked prepared for a corporate presentation. Please, sit down.
Carol controlled the binder, Brooke reviewed samples, and Dad studied the window.
I am turning 65 once, and we are doing it properly.
Properly meant the orchard house, 90 guests, string lights, and 4 courses.
The menu used Grandma Ruth's ham, yeast rolls, and apple stack cake.
You'll handle the food, sweetheart. That can be your gift.
Yes, Carol, I will take care of it. Food, staff, rentals, and preparation made that gift the price of a car. Send me the guest list. Use this ivory for the napkins. Sandra Whitfield hates bright white. Since Brooke's engagement, my family treated Whitfield approval like a survival plan.
Then Carol opened the photography tab, and Dad set the coffee down.
We hired Miller and Lane. Everything in the photographs must be perfect.
That is why Lily will not be coming.
She is too wild, Dana. She will ruin the photographs.
Brooke studied her nails. Dad looked toward the garden. Their silence felt rehearsed.
Then you will need a different caterer. I understand. Sit down, honey. The contracts are already in your company's name.
Contracts, plural, signed in the name of the business that paid my employees.
I used your vendor accounts. They gave us the professional rate.
Is that permitted? It was clever, Dana. Your discount saved everyone a great deal.
If I canceled, every penalty would land on Thornton Table.
In Hartwell, canceling 3 vendors could damage the reputation that paid my staff.
She had trapped my company before she told me my daughter was banned. I drove home with both hands locked around the steering wheel.
By my driveway, I had made the only decision that truly mattered.
Lily would never again stand before my mother to be graded.
I would not make her audition for a chair at the family table.
Whatever happened Saturday, she would spend it where she was celebrated.
That night, I called the orchard house to confirm the damage.
Yes, Thornton Table is the client of record for the entire booking.
The April deposit was charged to the business card ending in the recorded digits. After the call, one question mattered more than the money. Why did my mother suddenly care so much about photographs? When Grandma Ruth grew tired, the family cooking passed quietly to me.
I cooked anniversaries, graduations,
Thanksgivings, Christmas dinners, and Easter meals. When Ruth died, I fed 140 mourners while trying not to cry. I never billed them. Carol called that arrangement the family discount. The discount was 100%. Your family thinks free work is how you prove you love them.
Just help me with these, Tom. Please?
I laughed because admitting he was right would have required change. What I missed was the arithmetic beneath every free meal. My time, skill, and presence had been priced at nothing.
Feed people like you mean it, Dana girl. I will, Grandma, I promise.
Ruth meant love. Carol heard unlimited catering.
After Lily fell asleep, I began pricing 9 years of family events. 23 events. Food, staff, rentals, preparation, and every unpaid hour. The total was $31,400. I checked it twice. The second calculation matched to the dollar.
Only once had I tried billing them. After their 40th anniversary. After my 65th birthday, we will settle everything at once. Write it down if you cannot trust your own mother.
I can't believe you're doing this.
Just sign it. She signed the promise proudly because everyone was watching.
At 11 that night, I clipped her promise to the ledger. I was not planning revenge. I was organizing a client file. Then an old Christmas photograph slipped from between 2 receipts. I had been outside the family picture for years without noticing.
18 months earlier, Brooke became engaged to Grant Whitfield.
The Whitfields had old money, a country club, and opinions about everything.
Carol joined Sandra's garden club before the next season ended. What a delightful arrangement.
Sandra's cousins can't be near Gordon's office colleagues. It ruins the flow.
We need to swap the Harrisons with the Millers. They're better conversationalists. 4 days after the meeting, Brooke entered my kitchen with 6 menu changes. This wasn't discussed. The short ribs are out. Sandra prefers beef tenderloin. The deviled eggs feel too much like a church basement. Add a raw bar. That is how the club handles formal events. I recorded every demand while the espresso machine hissed for me. During the party, could you wear something neutral? I will be cooking, Brooke. I'll wear my white chef coat. Perfect.
Grant arrived carrying a crate of rented glasses. These pastry pinwheels are incredible.
I'm glad you think so.
Grant was decent, friendly, and almost impressively unaware.
Mom told you about Lily, right? Yes, she did. She told me. Good. Honestly, it is for the best. The cheerful doorbell rang behind her, leaving me with one question. Best for whom? That evening, I made one final, honest attempt at compromise. Lily can come for cake, then I'll take her home before photographs. The photographer allows no children who cannot sit still. After what she did to Ruth's gravy boat, home is more appropriate. What did Lily do to the gravy boat? She threw herself into the hutch and shattered Ruth's white rose-patterned boat. Sandra saw the aftermath. I had never been so embarrassed.
Oh, Carol, don't worry about it.
But everyone was here. It's so shameful.
I remembered Lily coloring on the porch during most of that brunch.
I remembered ceramic breaking inside while she remained outside. Carol had never mentioned it until the accusation became useful. Someone had written Lily into a story that was not true.
The next morning, I approached Lily sideways instead of interrogating her.
Do you remember Grandma's little white gravy boat with flowers?
Aunt Brooke said not to touch it, so I colored. I stayed on the porch with Miss Dot and counted ladybugs. There were 14.
I called Elaine, the one relative who said true things plainly.
It's not the first time she's acted this way, Dana.
Tell me everything.
The crash came from the dining room while Lily was still outside. I walked in and saw Brooke gathering the pieces with paper towels. I needed one more witness, and Dot Hensley did not blink. At a carving station. The Whitfields had one at the club. I replied, noted,
saved the screenshot, and added it to the file.
Then I brought Dot Hensley a coffee cake and asked for the truth. All right, dear, I'll tell you everything. Dot ate 2 slices, wiped her mouth, and began in exact order.
Lily stayed with me on the porch the entire late morning.
From the porch, I saw Brooke reach past the hutch for her phone. Her elbow caught the open door, and Ruth's gravy boat fell. Brooke froze, looked around, and swept the pieces into a napkin.
The next day, Carol told people Lily had thrown herself into the hutch. I told Carol directly that Lily had been with me. All right. She heard me, Dana. She simply did not want the truth.
That truth reorganized everything I believed about my mother.
Brooke had lied about a dish. Carol had chosen the lie after learning the truth.
The lie gave Carol a reason to exclude a 5-year-old. If the reason was manufactured, the ban was never really about Lily. Why? I confronted Brooke privately at the bridal boutique. Dot saw you break the gravy boat while Lily stayed outside. She is 5, Dana. She will forget by Christmas. Forgetting is not the same as being unharmed. You have no idea how much depends on this party. Sandra judges family presentation. One chaotic child can define all of us. You're right. She is not a chaotic child. She is your niece. You let her carry blame for your accident for 14 months. The accident happened. The story simply settled where it settled. Brooke, you know that's not the whole truth. After Saturday, none of this will matter. The wedding was a year away. What exactly would Saturday settle? I next tried removing my business card from the event guarantees. Removing the guarantor requires both signatures and 30 days to process. So it won't be done in time for the party. I'm so sorry, Dana. Is there any faster way? There was no faster way, so I left with every obligation still attached. I emailed Carol asking who authorized the bookings and who would pay. I was in labor with you for 26 hours, Dana. After everything I sacrificed, grief has made you terribly transactional. The 4-minute recording never mentioned authorization, contracts, or money. Then I carried the entire file to Megan Price. Keep every receipt. Paper does not cry. Megan found one unfamiliar line in the venue's final schedule. What is a legacy set? I'm not sure. I haven't seen that term before. Whatever it was, Nobody had mentioned it to the person paying for the room.
That Sunday, Dad arrived with tomato seedlings and a toolbox. Hey there!
Daddy!
Hello, sunshine.
Dad came inside and repaired the kitchen faucet without being asked.
I'm your helper, Grandpa. I know where the silver circles go.
That's exactly right, sweet pea.
Later, they planted the tomato seedlings beside my back fence.
Mine too.
Your mother's party is bigger than a birthday, Dana.
What does that mean?
Your mother has plans. I should not be the one explaining them.
What plans? Tell me. I can't. Ask her. But, Frank...
Just make Ruth's ham correctly. It matters to your mother.
Okay.
His warning brought back the night my parents asked for $18,000. Dana, we don't know what else to do. The procedure cannot wait, and the roof is leaking over the back room. I'll figure it out, Carol, don't worry.
I transferred the money the next morning and wrote loan in the memo. Now I checked the medical portal and found the procedure cancellation. Frank's procedure had been canceled 2 days after my transfer. The roof estimate had expired, and the damaged shingles were still visible. The medical emergency was gone, the roof remained, and so did my missing money. Meanwhile, the birthday expenses climbed past $11,000.
Wednesday, a photography folder arrived with the venue production paperwork.
Inside was a premium legacy session plan containing 14 arranged portraits. Frame 1 placed Carol and Frank beneath the legacy backdrop. Other frames added Brooke, Grant, and Grant's young nieces as 3 generations. My name did not appear in any of the 14 frames. Neither did Lily's. At the bottom, someone had written, "Per Brooke, no Dana, no Lily." I copied every page and returned the originals exactly as I found them. Elaine, is Saturday really about Mom's birthday?
No. Come after church. Some things should not be explained by phone. Before visiting Elaine, I went to Miller & Lane under a legitimate business reason.
I need the backdrop dimensions so the dessert cart clears your lighting. Yes, I can get that for you. Give me a moment. The premium legacy package uses 2 photographers for 3 hours.
It includes 14 frames and a large heirloom mantle portrait.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
What is the total package price? That would depend on the duration and services needed. $3,000. The deposit was paid when they booked in February. February was 10 months after I had transferred the $18,000. Sandra wants a naked cake instead of the tiered design. I can manage that.
Mommy, is Grandma mad at me?
No, sweetie, everything's okay.
Why would you think Grandma is angry?
Because she's not here to see my drawing. Aunt Brooke said big parties are not for wild girls.
You are not wild. You are alive, and there is a difference. Then Megan found the county record transferring Grandma Ruth's lake house to Brooke.
Thornton Table is not merely the guarantor. Your company is the legal client. That means the vendors, schedule, program, and microphone answer to you. She used my name to trap me and accidentally handed me control. Use facts only. Dates, documents, totals. Do not guess at motives. The property record made Brooke's boutique warning finally understandable. On Monday at 9, Grandma Ruth's lake house would be transferred to Brooke.
Saturday would display a polished family. Monday would legally reward the chosen daughter.
I decided to cook the party magnificently, then present the account.
After church, Elaine placed a heavy cream invitation on her kitchen table.
Dana. Frank and Carol's initiation fee was $15,000. $15,000 for the club, $3,000 for photographs, exactly $18,000. Who writes the checks in their house? Your mother has not handled household checks in years.
I confronted Dad while Carol was at her weekly hair appointment.
What do you want, Dana?
You know why I'm here. We need to talk about Carol.
Did you use my loan for the club and photographs?
I never touched your money, Dana. My pension was thin. The house needed work. We were getting older. The Whitfield connection looked like security when we had very little.
I know, Frank, I know.
You always survived, Dana. We believed you could absorb the loss.
You looked at your daughter and saw a bank.
Understanding his fear did not erase what he had done.
At the final tasting, Carol introduced me to Sandra as their caterer. It's so nice to meet you, Sandra. You too. I assumed she was Brooke's sister. They have the same eyes. Dana is the food person. Brooke handles the family details.
Did Brooke spend much time with Grandma Ruth?
Yes, she did. They were very close.
Not very much.
Not very much. For the first time, Grant looked unsure about Brooke's version of her family. That night, I built 3 matching evidence folders. The first held the ledger and Carol's signed repayment promise. The second held the party invoice and the photography instructions. The third held the loan, cancellation, club fee, and property transfer. I wrote a factual statement that lasted less than 5 minutes. Then I pressed a custom red stamp across the final ledger.
At 10 that night, Dad arrived carrying a box of tomatoes.
Here.
I brought these over.
Thanks.
Please hold whatever you are feeling until the party is over.
You know I can't do that.
Your mother has been afraid for years. She needs Saturday to go well.
Did you know Lily was excluded from every photograph?
Friday, I arrived at Orchard House for final load-in.
Please add a word from the caterer R immediately after Carol's toast. Okay, I've noted that. Is there anything else? Then I found programs announcing immediate family-only portraits beneath the legacy title. Before leaving Thornton table, I took Grandma Ruth's recipe tin from its shelf. At home, I ironed the white chef coat I would wear the next day. I packed 3 evidence folders, the red stamp, and Ruth's recipe tin.
Saturday afternoon, I returned to Orchard House as the official client and caterer.
Marcy confirmed the schedule,
A word from the caterer.
while my team finished all 4 courses. Ruth's rolls came from the oven warm, and the glazed ham darkened perfectly. By evening, 96 guests filled the barn beneath warm string lights.
The ham tastes exactly like Ruth's. Where is Lily? She's here, Dot. Don't worry, she's fine. She is with Elaine, having a celebration where everyone wants her there.
Across town, Lily spent the evening with someone who never asked her to become smaller.
Carol moved through the room, accepting compliments like she had cooked the meal.
Near the fireplace, the legacy portrait was assembled exactly as planned.
At 5 o'clock, Carol tapped her glass
And claimed the room.
Tonight celebrates roots, legacy, and the blessing of family.
Immediate family, please join us at the fireplace for the legacy portrait. Now.
All right, dear.
Sure thing.
Brooke and Grant took their positions while his nieces completed the false 3rd generation.
You can wait in the kitchen, honey. This photograph is only for family.
Okay. The kitchen can wait. I have one final birthday gift.
It is the gift this family has received from me for 9 years.
Dana, this is neither the time nor the place.
As the official client, I added this address after your toast. I opened the first folder and began with the cost of that evening.
96 guests, 4 courses, staff, rentals, and ingredients cost $11,000.
This was the 23rd family event Thornton table provided without proper payment. Across 9 years, the market value was $31,400.
Carol signed a promise to settle that account after her 65th birthday.
Tonight is that birthday. The family account is now paid in full. You are humiliating this entire family over money. It's not about money, Brooke. Don't lie, Dana. Everyone's watching you. The humiliation began when you ordered 14 photographs without Lily or me. Carol and Frank. Carol, Frank, Brooke, and Grant. 3 generations using Grant's nieces. The The final instruction reads, per Brooke, no Dana, no Lily. This is what I was given.
That is correct.
That is the instruction our studio received for tonight's session.
Lily never broke Ruth's gravy boat. Brooke did. I told Carol the truth 14 months ago, and she used the lie anyway.
Sandra's expression changed as she began reassessing the family she had been shown. 14 months ago, I loaned my parents $18,000 for medical care and repairs. The procedure was canceled 2 days later, and the roof remained unrepaired.
$15,000 paid the club fee. $3,000 paid for these photographs.
What?
No. Gordon, no! Dad, did you know Lily had been excluded from every photograph?
We needed this to go well, Dana.
He offered no denial, only the sentence careful men use when the truth catches them. Now I know.
You have always resented Brooke because she made something of herself. Since Tom died, you have become bitter, hard, and desperate to punish us.
That is enough, Carol.
No, Mum. You taught me to keep good books. I am reading them aloud.
I never meant to cause you pain.
This is goodbye, then.
Please stay and enjoy the food. Grandma Ruth fed people like she meant it.
Monday at 9, the Birch Lake house is scheduled to transfer to Brooke. It's legal and final. Lily and I are not props you can crop out and restore when useful. As of tonight, Thornton Table's family account is permanently closed. You want a caterer? Hire one.
All right.
You want a daughter? Begin with the truth. Sundays are done, Dad. Lily knows you love her, but love alone is not enough. Grandma Ruth's recipe tin comes home with Lily and me. I left the folded apron beside the stamped ledger and walked toward the doors.
Come along, ladies. We must support her.
Yes, we will.
Wonderful evening, Dana. Ruth's ham was perfect. Tell Lily I have her jar.
Thank you, Mrs. Hensley.
Before the cake was cut, a third of the room had quietly departed.
Carol eventually stood alone before the backdrop she had built for a family portrait.
Sunday morning, our backyard hosted the opposite kind of family celebration.
Lily ran the party in a swimsuit and paper crown like a tiny wet mayor.
A promise about ladybugs is still a promise. Ooh.
Thank you, Dot.
The only photograph I kept showed Lily airborne, blurred, and completely alive. Monday at 9, the deed was signed and the lake house went to Brooke. The wedding was postponed, and Grant's family withdrew the club sponsorship.
Weeks later, a for sale sign appeared outside Grandma Ruth's lake house.
I grieved the house for one evening, then allowed the memory to remain mine. Just like your mother, you always add too much salt. I know. I miss you, Grandma. Then an envelope arrived in Dad's handwriting with a check for $18,000. The note said, "It was yours. I'm sorry. I knew." I deposited every dollar into Lily's college fund and made no phone call.
Within a month, Thornton table was booked solid through the fall. Guests from the party hired me, and I charged every client properly.
Everyone requested the ham by name, putting Grandma Ruth back where she belonged.
Carol's voicemails came weekly, then monthly, and eventually stopped. In December, a Christmas card arrived, addressed carefully to Dana and Lily.
Inside, Carol had written, "Christmas Eve. No cameras, just us." I have not answered. Boundaries are doors with locks, not walls without openings. People who love you make room before taking the picture.
Lily was never too wild. She was the honest thing their picture could not contain.